get in here, you don't want to miss us giving you the business. With your host, Candace B.
Alright, and here we go with giving you the business, and I'm your podcast host, world famous Candace B, and we have Miss Rachel today.
How you doing?
Thank you, Miss Rachel, for visiting us today. And I'm going to just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I am Rachel Loren, also known as Miss Model Mentor. I've been modeling for over 30 years, and I am now a mentor and a coach in the Raleigh area.
All right, and just starting off, there's a little confusion on my end. What's the difference between modeling agency and what you're doing?
The difference between what I'm doing in an agency is I am the go-to before you get to the agency. So whether you're going to do freelance or you want to be in an agency, I'm going to make sure that you know what you're doing, how to stand, how to walk, how to talk, so that way when you go into the agency, you're ready for your interview.
All right, so that makes plenty of sense to me. So you're getting the girls together to go to the agency.
Yes.
That makes plenty of sense. All right, so how did you come about this? What made you say, hey, this is what I'm going to do and take serious and move forward?
I was a co-owner of another agency, and after about a year, I decided that that wasn't really the direction that I wanted to go. I wanted to do more one-on-one work. My background is healthcare, so I'm used to that one-on-one, so I decided to get into the mentoring and coaching side of it.
All right. How would you classify yourself, understanding that you're not an agency? Do you have any competition?
I would say yes. I am an acting agent, so if there's a show that someone wants to go to but they need to have some type of representation, then they can go through me and I can act as their agent and submit them for them.
All right, so just jumping into it, it's me. I'm world famous Candace B. I'm calling you today, wanting to start out with mentoring. I think I want to be a plus size model. How would I go about that today?
Okay, so we would start off with a meetup where I could get some more information on your background, know how long you've been modeling, what type of modeling you're interested in, and then I would offer one of my different packages that I have, from just 2-hour coaching sessions to a 3-week and a 6-week package where we can dig deep into the posing, the walking, the stands.
No experience.
Yeah, that
Okay.
way we can go through everything, including even an elevator pitch to make sure that when you meet the right people, you know what to say. And then we would get you in touch with the right agency.
Okay, that sounds great. So jumping back into you, how did you start?
I started when I was 6. My grandma had started putting on church fashion shows.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we started in her fashion shows.
I just want to touch on that. My grandma also had me, we was in the church family. We had to do plays all the time.
Yeah,
I had to
yeah.
do church plays.
We've done a few
And
of
y'all
those
said-
too. Yeah. I'm identical twins, so they always made sure that we were in everything.
Okay, that's very, okay,
Yeah.
to the twins.
Yes.
All right. So starting with I'm about to dig into your business a little bit.
Mhm.
So is there any documents you had to do, like to say that you're your mentor? So what documents did you have to bring to certify yourself to be able to give me information to move forward and feel like I could get the agency that I'm looking for?
I wouldn't say there's a certification that I had to do.
Okay.
My 30 plus years is my certification.
Okay.
From all the different types of shows that I've done to the different places that I've been, the people that I've met, all the stuff I've learned backstage, front of the house. If it's happened, I've probably seen it.
Right.
So that's where I get all of my experience from. But I did go down to the county and register my business.
Right, exactly. So legal paperwork.
Yes, there is legal paperwork. That's right. I
Okay.
got a number.
Great. So far, I'm just recapping what I understand. You do have agency experience. So you took upon yourself saying, hey, I can mentor these girls and show them what they need to get into that world. It sounds like you do have competition. That's great. On our end, I just want to know, as an owner of the model, as a mentor, how do you bring in revenue?
I bring in revenue through the different programs that I have, my model mentees,
Okay.
and also I work in fashion show production.
Mm.
So I love backstage, so that's where I'm at. So Whether it's backstage or middle house, I bring in revenue through that.
All right. And I appreciate you giving me that information. In your experience and opinion, how important is reputation when starting a mentoring agency? I don't want to keep saying agency to confuse the two, so I apologize.
Oh,
Go
no,
ahead.
you're fine. But even with an agency, you have to have a reputation.
Okay.
And it's just treating people kindly, understanding that we all started somewhere, so, we have to be humble about ourselves and with other people. Just keeping your appointments and sticking to your contract.
What's some advice you'll give to an aspiring model?
Keep going. Don't give up. It is dedication. It is motivation. There's going to be days where you don't want to do it, but if you're going to say that you're a model, then be a model. When you wake up, it's not something that you have to turn on. It's something that you are. If you're a model, then you're a model, and carry yourself as such.
And I also want to touch on basis. I remember I used to watch Tyra Banks growing up a lot.
Yeah.
She put in my mind that you didn't have to be a model. There's so many other things to do in the modeling agency. So I like the fact that you took upon yourself to say, hey, I can actually help these girls get into the agency, and I applaud you for that. So let's just start off and say that. I do want to say, have you ever been scammed in this department of things, or is there any mistakes you may have made that you want to say, don't do that?
Yes. The way I've been scammed is not having a contract.
Okay.
Always have a contract, make sure it's clear, make sure you both agree, and, let the contract speak for itself. What I would do differently is continue to use my contracts, but I think just vet people more, get to know who I'm working with more, and really rely on some good references.
Okay, so good references, and make sure you do have contracts when you set up anything with people at this point. And so that really takes care of the most important documents in this industry.
Yes.
Contracts. Okay,
Yes.
that sounds good.
Contracts.
Okay, ladies, so this is starting off good because she got me interested. So being a plus size model, I can start off with coming to Miss Rachel, letting her know that I'm interested. I have no experience. She's going to mentor me to get into an agency and finding out that I do need to use contracts with anything that I do sign into.
Yes.
All right. Is there anyone that you would like to shout out, black-owned businesses, or anyone you would like to shout out?
Yes, well, I do want to shout out my in-house photographer, TNT Photography. And also, speaking of plus size, I want to shout out Raw Honey with B. Nicole and House of Fluff.
Okay, I got to look into those girls. All right. I appreciate you spending this time with giving us the business.
Thank you for
I
having
just
me.
have one question.
Yes. Yes.
Do you do any nude shoots?
No, there are certain things that I do not do and that I request that my models do not do because it doesn't give them the reputation that they're going to want.
Exactly. Good answer. Good answer. Your reputation is what's important. So just because you're showing a little skin, that may not be the best route to go.
Exactly.
There we go. All right. I also have a few more questions. I guess I'm very interested in what you have going on. How do you feel about older ladies that say, hey, I'm 55 years old and I'm ready to start this career modeling? Do you say it's a shut-off time with modeling? And also height. Is it a certain height still with being a model?
Well, to your first question, I say no. There's a market for everything for everyone. Two, for heights, it depends on what show you're doing. There's certain shows that you can do where height isn't required, and then if you're doing your more premium, high fashion couture shows, then yes, 5'8" and up, size 2 to 4, 0 to 4 is usually the requirements.
All right, ladies, that's for my younger generation. They stay doing a fasting or a diet, and then my older women, aunties and grandmas, just want to let them know they don't have to, they can shake off their heels and go on out there and try it out.
Exactly.
So again, man, giving you the business, we definitely enjoy you giving us a visit today. And again, any last shout outs? Oh, your social media platforms.
Oh, my social media, all my social media is Miss Model Mentor, MS Model Mentor. That's also my website, missmodelmentor.com. And my Facebook page is Model Mentor by Rachel Loren.
All right, this is Giving You the Business, your world famous Candace B, your podcast host. Look below for our social media platforms, and you have a great day, and see you soon on our next adventure.
Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Watch.